All right, guys, Alex DeAnda here, Conservatives of Texas, established 2019 with Kathy Welch. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Kathy.
I love being a political activist. I'm a precinct chair in Randall County, just as you are, and we are here to talk to some candidates and other influential persons that are active in the conservative movement.
That's right. And right now, we'd like to introduce you guys to Antonio Renteria from LUCA, Latinos United, for Conservatives in Action. So tell us a little bit about your group.
Well, you know, LUCA, what we are is we're a faith and family values organization that works within the political realm, which is in and of itself a form of the ministry, if you think about it, because we really need godly men and women to serve in leadership roles in our community, because they're the ones that are the decision makers. So if we get people that aren't of the faith, you start seeing a lot of the woke issues start popping up and things that you just don't want to see. You know, obviously, one of the things we've been fighting, you know, throughout the country is, you know, the transitioning of children, for instance, and all of the influence they have through the, you know, drag queen, you know, story hours. And then, of course, a lot of the pornography that we've been able to, as an organization, get pulled out of school libraries and all the way down to elementary school libraries. So we do quite a bit in communities where we feel our services are needed. And we're very bold as an organization, and that we are not afraid to take on the Antifas or the Black Lives Matters or any of the other organizations, the LGBTQ alphabet party group that think that they need to impose their will upon communities, and especially with children. And so our goal has always been to educate these children and eradicate all of the wokeism from their lives, because at the end of the day, children have the right to be children. Our communities have the right to have safe streets and not to worry about the indoctrination of their children and what's going to happen. Because this world, if you think about it, it's been on a downward spiral, you know, especially when it comes to the area of faith and conservatism. And you know, with the return of Trump, through everything else that we have seen, we're starting to see that turn. So it's starting to embolden more and more people. But up until that happened, people like yourselves, Alex, you know, and you've been a major part of that movement along with us, and yourselves. We need people that are activists. We need people that are willing to use their voice on a national scale, willing to say this is not right, this is wrong, and we're not going to tolerate it. So,
yeah, for sure. Well, you know, here recently, there was a lot of no kings.
Activity. Oh my gosh!
I don't know if you guys had several here.
Yes, we did. There was a lot of the protests.
When you go to visit those events, you'll see that it's really a lot of bust-in folks.
Yes,
we got quite a bit of people out of Lubbock. I think they all coordinate, and then they just get on buses and
they go to the other areas where they don't have the support, and most of them are paid. And at the end of the day, that's what it is.
And not only that,
they're
but
paid agitators.
If they're not paid agitators, they don't even know what they're protesting.
They don't.
Alex went out in the field and interviewed some of them on camera. And what exactly are you protesting? Oh, well, they honestly could not construct sentences.
They have no clue. They have no clue. And it's unfortunate, because these are the people influencing our children, and they're out there protesting something they don't even know what they're protesting about, and it may be something they're completely, most of the time it is something they're completely against. You know, I've seen some of those podcasts where you have these conservative reporters going out and asking questions, and then the people get mad when they're like, well, just tell us give us one example. Well, they can't, because there isn't any good example, you know, and they don't even have any idea why they're there. They just know, again, a lot of them are paid agitators, and others are just doing it to follow the mob.
So we're here in Lubbock. We're on location.
Yes.
This is the second annual?
Yes, it's the second annual. So what the Trailblazer Gala is, it's a celebration of a Latino from a local community that has done something that has broken through the barriers to make it possible for others to look at their achievements and say, I can do that too. So last year we celebrated Sam Medina, who, before Sam had come around and run for judge at a county level, we had never had a countywide elected Hispanic in the history of Lubbock. And then also, in a way, I kind of was too, because out of our congressional district, when I made it to the Republican National Convention under Bush, I was the first ever Latino ever to be a delegate to the National Convention. So you have to be willing to break those barriers and say, I'm gonna run in these areas. And let me tell you, when you run against people and it's a solid, everybody that you're looking at is a different race than you. You have to tell yourself, you know what, I believe in humanity. I believe in the goodness of people, and I believe in God's impact on these people, because I'm not looking at them as my opposition because of their color. I'm looking at them as people that can accept the ideals that I have and are willing to believe in me enough to elect me to, that role. And in Sam's case, which was a much bigger deal to me, it opened the barrier. So now we have David Gutierrez as well, who then became sheriff after that. And since then, we've seen a lot of progress. Yeah. And you see more and more Latinos who are rising up and doing more.
What is the best way for activists like Alex and myself to reach into the Latina community?
One of the things that we've done more than anything is you start with town halls. You go in and you do that. Then you call all of your friends and stuff. You have them invite different people, and you get this gentleman right here. We're on a podcast. Yes, but he's our state rep, and I he's an amazing man. But and that's Carl Tepper, by the way. And you think, and also look at who we have here. But going back to that question, you have to believe in yourself. You have to embolden yourself and say, I'm going to do it. You broke through some barriers to even have this podcast. This organization does a lot, and we've come out there and we're always excited to be able to spend time with each other because we believe in one another. But when you make a positive impact, and instead of attacking people, which used to be the case back, if you look in the 70s, because they were trying so hard to break through the barrier that they created another barrier for themselves. If you go out and you interact within other, and you're sharing your culture, with everybody in the community, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't have to be Hispanics. It could be somebody that's Black. It could be somebody that's Asian. It could be somebody from any community. But if they see that you are willing to share your culture and you're willing to listen and learn from them, and appreciate who they are, even if you disagree. We have a lot of people here from the Indian community that have been a major part of every time we do something with LUCA, and even in Amarillo. They have just risen because they realize we all share the same family values. We share a lot of the conservative values with each other. And since we're willing to work with them, they want to work with us. And they're excited to. And so the same thing happens with the Anglo community. And if you think about the many, many, many strides this country had taken before Obama came in office and decided to start a race war, our country would be completely unified right now, and except for a few, places here and there where it's not evident. But right now, we're having to battle back to where we were before, and I think that's a shame.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this year's gala, you guys are honoring Pastor
Ramiro
Pena out of Waco, Texas.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about him and what you guys' relationship is like.
Well, I'll tell you, I've known Ramiro since I was in middle school, and we were doing the congressos all across the country. He is a true pastor. He believes in the Lord. He loves the Lord. He works with the youth. He worked all the way up to couples and stuff. He has broken so many barriers to get where he is in life, and to the point where the President of the United States trusts him completely. Where impressive. You have Benjamin Netanyahu and several other world leaders, and even major, if you start looking at like Cash Luna, out of Central America, those major pastors, they all know him by name. They all know he has their cell numbers. They have his. They communicate together, and in a lot of the areas that I've been to, and I've been very fortunate. Again, I've known 4 presidents. I've been invited to the White House multiple times under all of them, and I've been very fortunate of that. But someone like Ramiro has always been the one paving the way. And he has got the president's ear at a level that I definitely don't. I mean, and a lot of people don't, and because the president respects him, he trusts him. Because the one thing I will tell you with Ramiro is, if it doesn't align with the Bible, he's going to tell you about it. He doesn't care who you are.
I don't like when people water down the gospel.
And he won't do it. And I will tell you one thing about President Trump. He respects people that stand up for what's right.
Good.
And he respects Ramiro. And I've seen it with my own eyes on some of the things that they do and they say. And I've seen him with other people. And he's brought them to me. and I've been able to share in a lot of those experiences with him because of his humility and his ability to say, you know what, I'm not greater than Tony. I want Tony to be a part of this too. And in having leaders like that in my life, where as an example, I try to open those same doors for everybody else.
Yeah, fathers in the faith.
Yes, absolutely. You know, and that's why you and I are so close, is that we both realize we're fighting for the same cause. Let's work together, and we'll support each other. I went there to support you. You came here to support me, and everything that we're doing is, you know, it's really part of a teamwork of two people that have a lot of respect for one another, that realize that we're in this together.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, really thankful that you invited me to come out and be a part of this.
I'm honored to have you.
And so, how do folks learn a little bit more about LUCA, and how can they get in contact with making a difference?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, and I'd love to have more and more. We have a website. It's www.LUCA, LUCA Latinos United.com. And then there's in there, you can click on where it says learn more. There's a button where when you log in, you can register, and it sends us an email, and we can communicate with you. But you can also reach me at Tony at LUCA-LatinosUnited.com by email. And you can also contact we have a LUCA number. It's 806-860-5551 is mine. Or you can reach out to Melinda, and that's 806-861-5550.
Well, great.
And of course, you can always reach out to Alex.
Yeah.
Alex knows how to reach me, and
That's right.
And we will always be here for you, and as you have been for us, and we're very appreciative of you and everything you do.
Well, appreciate your time, and I'm gonna let you get back to your guests.
Thank you so much, and I want to get Ramiro and some of the others out here with you when we get a chance.
For sure.
First chance.
Hey, love you, brother.
Love
Take
you
it
too,
easy.
brother. Take care.
Bye.
So good to
See you again.
Take care. Where is? Oh my gosh.